Bora, Alan Wake. Difícil. Hum. É isso, se devia. Esse bagulho. Ah, tá. Não vai demorar nada, rapidinho. Alan Wake.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
Já morri?
Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Cara, eu não joguei um porque eu não gostei, mano, da jogabilidade do jogo, sei lá. Não jogarei
In a
também.
horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be.
Olha, o
This is not
corvo.
the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Ai, tá na água, tadinho. Cara, tem que baixar um pouco porque tá muito alto. Não sou eu, tá? Ei, eu!
Where'd he gone?
Help! Please! Ó, aqui tem um boss. Ó, viado. Vai no lobinho atrás de mim. Meu Deus do céu. O Alan Wake tá atrás de mim. Fazendo a seita, mano. Porra. É a seita! Aceita, aceita que dói menos. Olha a posição dele. Caralho, mano. Coitado do coroa, mano. O coroa só queria passear, só queria uma ajuda, mano. Alan. Wick. 2 pauzinhos. Caraca, o morro só tinha 1 pauzinho.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
Ah, tu
This
te
is what
amo.
happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And
Love
say
you
hi
too.
to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan?
Wolverine?
I will. Bye, kiddo.
Vou poder jogar com o Wolverine?
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Olha, sincronizado, ó.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
FBA.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing.
Ele tá por trás, esse cara é o vilão.
Anyone up?
Já sei, descobri.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Descobri já que ele é o vilão, cara. Acabou?
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
Rapaziada.
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear?
É, foi um urso. Capítulo 1, convite.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
Hey, over here.
Vem andando então, pô. Oxi.
Hey there.
Tem um cara aqui.
Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Oi.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents are right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Alguma testemunha?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Isso tá no
Before we get to
mercado.
the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Você pode acessar o código de casa dentro do lugar mental.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
O código de casa é uma técnica mental que permite que Saga analise pistas e avance na investigação. Você pode parar zoom. Pequena diferença nos homicídios. Tá. Ali tem os objetivos. Tá.
I see you're already
Foi mal,
hard at
desculpa.
work, Anderson.
Não pausa no jogo, então cuidado com as ameaças próximas.
Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Cara, maneiro. Dá pra pausar o jogo na hora que eu tô na minha mente.
You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Muito engraçado mesmo. Vou puxar minha arma.
You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Minha arma.
Fucking nature.
Oh.
Gives me a headache.
Oh.
Too much sky.
Caraca, aí, demora pra cá pra ele chegar no lugar onde eu quero, hein? Na moral. Bora logo. Demora, mano.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn.
Corre, doidão.
Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did,
Demora muito pra poder chegar, tá
coffee's
é
on
maluco.
me.
At the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, you're not getting.
Aí, ó, doidão aí.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Corre aí, corre, 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 corre.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Pô, cara, tu vai continuar andando desse jeito aí, é sacanagem, mano. Na moral.
He's choking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table.
É, ele aí, ó.
You know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Aí.
Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Desbloquear a primeira imagem. É, principal. Você pode colocar no quadro de casas dentro do lugar mental. Cena do crime em Calder Lake.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Sim. Inclusão da imagem principal no quadro do cara assim, uma nova linha de investigação. Quando uma imagem principal é colocada, vai gerar uma nova pergunta. É possível ver as metas no quadro caso e seus objetivos. Tira a cena. Outro corpo foi encontrado no bosque perto do Brewflower. Momento perfeito. Momento perfeito. Preciso ver se tem ligação com os assassinatos que estamos aqui para investigar. Um lixo de assassinatos anteriores. Essa cena do crime, mano. Cena 2, cena 3. Olha o coração.
left the heart right next to the
Você
body.
deixou o coração bem do lado, sim. Barrou.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Botar as pistas. É preciso colocar as pistas no lugar das perguntas descobertas. Ah, tô tentando botar a pista. Mano, eu jogo tentando botar as pistas, mano. Hum. Cara, por favor. Mano, só tô tentando botar as pistas, mano. Na moral, pera aí. Você tá me atrapalhando nesse momento, controle, na moral. Hum. Tá, as pistas. Isso eu queria, mano. Por que fazer isso daqui com um bagulho, mano?
Strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
As pistas selecionado a pergunta aberta desbloqueia uma dedução. Conforme você avança na investigação, novas perguntas serão desbloqueadas. Você pode pressionar para... Você pode explorar livremente o quadro de casa ao sair.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood
Olha,
on the
muito
table.
sangue na mesa.
The victim died here. Multiple people were here.
Várias pessoas
Multiple
estiveram aqui.
killers.
Ó, tem mais coisa aqui, ó. Um cooler, né?
Someone's drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Aham.
Was it for a camera?
Ah, agora foi, ó. Tá.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Mais um agressor presente. Sendo bagunçada, crime personal premeditado? Não sei, será? Foi com alguém.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years
Isso.
ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well,
É do FBI.
until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
É possível descobrir pistas falando com pessoas ou examinar seu entorno.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Então, ó. Eu comparando na leitura daqui sobre outros, parece que nossa vítima não era mentalmente estável. Então a vítima do Robert veio pela última vez em breve 4 anos atrás.
Robert Nightingale,
Hã?
ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Perto do corpo, parece novo, trazido pelos assassinos. Pra quê? Para montar uma câmera, um filme, esquisito.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Não sei. Veio de mobilete.
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Vou usar o perfil dentro do lugar mental de saga para entrar na cabeça da vítima. Usando a intuição saga para analisar o perfil das pessoas relevantes para descobrir pistas novas. Desaparecida.
He's been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from
Ah, é chifruda.
before his murder.
Ah.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Consigo sentir que Nightingale veio do lago, mas por que agora, depois de 3 anos, onde ele esteve?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet. There's a piece of paper on the ground.
I didn't know
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us.
Oxi.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them.
Ué?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. We found a
Página.
page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out
O
what.
jogo tá maneirinho, cara. No escuro. A vítima era um dos seus, agentes da FBI, especial da FBI, Robert Nightingale. Desapareceu no local há 3 anos atrás, agora ele é aparecido de repente, mas foi assassinado em um ritual brutal e sangrento no mesmo dia da chegada deles. E lá está a página, esta página é a primeira página que tinha encontrado, não a última, o primeiro passo rumo às profundezas aterrorizantes. Verdades secretas tremulando sob o limiar. Ler as palavras, estas palavras pareciam uma palavra, uma mensagem, era uma mensagem. Alguém sabia que estava ali. O que estavam fazendo? Alguém jogava um jogo com eles, enganando-os um convite. Enganando-os. Um convite? Como poderia recusar a enorme ousadia do mistério impossível apresentado a eles, mesmo que soubessem que acabariam se machucando?
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Muitos mistério não tem sentido de fazer perguntas erradas.
Okay.
Tem mais coisas acontecendo aqui. O que eu estou enxergando. Preciso examinar direito esse corpo, né? Esse corpo na cidade.
Nope.
Oxi.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Aí, dedão.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy?
Deve ser.
Projecting their desires?
Aham.
Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about
You
control.
made it back.
Deciding
Good.
what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Vamos levar o cubo de volta à cidade.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Ah, tá de
No
sacanagem.
I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the bookers.
Ah, entendeu?
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
Ah, tirando tudo, né?
Go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Eu não podia correr também, né, cara? Pra gente poder chegar mais rápido nos bagulhos. Muito estranho esse negócio aqui, hein? Não, cara.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Pra cá mesmo? Olha, seu polícia. Acelera aí, cara. Na moral.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Né?
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Olha os caras vontade de copo. Maneiro.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
Podemos investigar a cidade agora?
The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Parece um desodorante, não parece não?
How much have you had? Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee.
Porra, esses caras aqui. Entendeu?
Oh dear. Cute.
Let me guess. The FBI.
Não.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And
Ah, o
let
nome
me
dela é
just say I'm
Saga.
happy
Pensei que
you're
fosse
here.
alguma...
Frankly, we could use the help.
Me disseram que havia
Your deputy
testemunhas?
said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
I can't believe that
Ah, são esses dois aqui, né?
still feel like I'm gonna be sick.
Come on, Ed.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Por que estavam em Cadeia? Pode me contar o que viram?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
Pode me contar o que
So
viram?
what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Por que vocês acham que era uma
What
seita?
makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
Não.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree, cult of the tree." Oh, and then we found out. The whole
Acharam o
thing
quê?
was terrifying.
Acharam o quê? A seita da árvore.
Tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth. So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. Now, how did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Merda, hein?
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe.
Poxa.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl.
Eita porra.
How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No.
Oxi, oxi.
You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Caraca, mano, o jogo tá ficando. Cara, o jogo tá maneiro, cara.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Porra, o mago é o melhor.
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Bom dia pra você também. Pô, não fala os caras da FBI, pô, só fala com o grife. Eu, hein? Só tem ele ali, mal
Hey, what do
educados.
you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
I'll be right. This is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Yep.
Anything you need,
Yep,
just
yep.
let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other
Tem que
towns.
correr, cara. Caraca, aí, ô.
I'm qualified
O
to
guarda belo, na moral, mano.
Yes.
Eita, esse cara subiu na parede.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Entrar?
Okay. Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. There's writing on here.
Oxi, no
Can't make it
coração?
out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
This
Um
looks like
lápis.
text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Aonde eu posso botar?
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Ah. Parece que Nightingale existe antes de ser contido.
Nope.
A vítima estava viva ao ser contida. A linha de tempo é incompatível com o inchaço.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged.
Traumatismo no tórax. Traumatismo no tórax é claramente causado a morte de. Foi algo inserido.
Okay.
Isso é uma tatuagem? Está borrado demais para ler.
There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Tatuagem no corpo e no coração, como se assassinos tiveram tempo. Não faz sentido. Eles escreveram isso no coração? Como? Não consigo entender.
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer.
Ah, nem vi.
I need to know more about the code of the tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Joias podem ser usadas como indicador sutil da inflação, mas isso aqui não é sutil. Um distintivo de orgulho?
Think.
Uma prova. Pessoas que entendem no rosto não se estabelecendo bastante para operar abertamente em relação com festa do servo? Ah?
The code of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting. It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages.
Carai.
Relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait.
Desapareceu.
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Eita porra. Ele virou zumbi.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Ah, porra. O gordinho ficou louco, filho. O gordinho ficou maluco. O gordinho tá doidão.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Tente ficar na luz para os amigos não detectarem você.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Refúgios vão tirar parte da sua saúde. Se você sair ou atacar de um refúgio durante o combate, ele ficará indisponível temporariamente.
Go!
Ai! Muito rápido, cara. O dia é rápido, porra.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Ah.
Gotta Gotta move. Now.
Toma. Toma na bala, Nilba. Toma bala, Nilba. Toma na... Mano, o cara não morre não, mano. É pica, filho. Ai, meu Deus. Eu queria saber onde eu tinha que ser.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go.
Ah, tá trancado. Tá tirando ele mesmo, cara? Sério? Vou descarregar minha bala toda nele até. Isso aí agora. Não precisa ter ido. Ah, cara, mas como é que eu vou matar esse cara, mano? Eu tô tudo. Eu descarreguei minha arma no cara e o cara não morreu, mano.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now.
É só atirar nele.
Vanished.
Tá doidona, filha. Fim do capítulo. Ah, a Carmela tá doidona, mané. A menina tá louca. Mano, o jogo tá bom, cara.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
Não faço
We need to
ideia.
figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Ah, será que a captura acabou agora mesmo? Cara, ó, vou encerrar aqui, já que a captura acabou, vai começar outra. Então por aqui. A gente vestiu. Ai, o chefe morreu. Aqui.